Welcome to the world of offshore drilling. This is where the search for energy the world needs begins. So let's get to work. People may not realize it, but the oil and gas business is one of the most technologically advanced industries that has ever existed. It rivals space exploration in complexity, technical scope, and challenges. A multitude of professionals located around the world make the oil and gas industry run safely and smoothly, including engineers and scientists, geologists, geophysicists, designers, drillers, project managers, ecologists, roustabouts, field workers, and technicians, to name just a few. There's the perception that to produce oil and gas, all that's required is poking holes in the ground, put in a pipe, and up comes the oil. Well, that's not the case. Far from it, in fact. More than a century ago, people noticed oil naturally seeping out of rocks, perhaps as they walked along the beach or path in the forest. This encouraged early pioneers of the oil and gas business to explore for similar rock layers just beneath the Earth's surface that could contain oil and natural gas. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's talk about the origins of oil and gas, also known as fossil fuels, or hydrocarbons. Did you know hydrocarbons are not the remains of dinosaurs? Contrary to what people may believe. In fact, most of the fossil fuels we find today were formed millions of years before the first dinosaurs walked the earth. The oil and gas we use today began as organic matter, or tiny aquatic organisms living in the oceans millions of years ago. Hydrocarbons owe their existence largely to one-celled marine organisms. As these organisms died, they sank to the bottom of the sea. Over millions of years, layer after layer of sediment and other organisms were deposited. The intense heat and pressure found deep inside the earth transformed these organisms into hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons began forming at temperatures ranging from 120 to 300 degrees. This is called the oil window. That's about the same temperature necessary to cook a Thanksgiving turkey. Sometimes these hydrocarbons migrate and become trapped. To locate hydrocarbons formed in the earth millions of years ago, we must first find out where they are trapped. So how do we decide where to look? By listening.